So it's now a few weeks later, and as you can see here, I still haven't finished this job. I'll just show you what I've done. I'll take the cover off the engine. Okay, now because the pump started working, the engine overheated, and I was a bit worried that the head may have warped, so I've taken the head off, unbolted the two coil packs, and taken the head off. The paint was also a little bit discoloured, so I've stripped it and also repainted it. Okay, this is a cylinder head, all freshly painted. I've painted the heads on the cylinder head bolts as well. I've checked the surface for flatness. It's all flat, hasn't warped, which is good. I am going to replace the thermostat. This is the new thermostat. You can see the part number there. I've also got a new cylinder head gasket for it, which is that one. I thought I'd best be safe than sorry. I've replaced the water pump, so it didn't take long to take this off and repaint it. And I've repainted it in the Johnson Outboard colour, which I managed to get hold of that paint. And this process to obtain this gasket, thermostat and paint has taken about 3 weeks, and I'm just about to put it all back together. Okay, I'll just remove the thermostat and its housing. It just pulls out like so. I've actually cleaned the water jacket. It's all been cleaned out. There was I wouldn't say corrosion in there, but there was some salt build up, which I've removed. Spring sits in here. This is the new thermostat. It just sits under here, sits under there like so. Push that back into position. This just fits over the top, pushes down. I use a little bit of wire to push in the rubber seal. It's back in place, and it's got this little retaining ring that goes in as well. I'll keep this stuff just because I can. This cover has got a little O-ring on here. It seems to be in good condition, so there's no problem there. I'll just put that back on again, and I'll just reinstall the cover. Okay, I will just head to the engine. I'm going to air blow it. I've already Had some sandpaper in the water jacket to clear out whatever salt build-up that I could find. I'm just going to blow it with some compressed air. Give the water jackets a little bit of a blow out. Okay, just going to wipe down the gasket surface with some grease and wax remover. I am going to use some cylinder head gasket copper gasket compound, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, the instructions tell me to spray a thin coat on both sides of the gasket, which I'll do, and then leave it for 5 minutes. Hopefully that will be enough. So you leave it for 5 minutes to tack off, and we shall go and install it after that. Okay, the manual for this motor also states that you should put a little bead of Permatex on these two little webs on the cylinder head, just in here between the water jackets. So I'll do that now. I guess it's just creates a seal between this jacket and the, I guess, the water pump inlet, or sorry, the thermostat inlet or outlet or whatever it is. Okay, we'll install the head now. Now the torque setting for these bolts is 25 to 27 Newton meters, and I'll start to torque from this one to that 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 one, and I'll probably do it in 3 stages. Start with that one, and then work my way around in a clockwise direction. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, now I've got the head torqued up. Now I'll reinstall the coil packs. As I do this bottom bolt up on the coil pack, I'll actually run out of room for the spanner. So what I've done, I've got this little 3/8 socket or 10mm socket either way, and I've ground 4 flats on it, and that way I can get a 1/2" spanner on it, and then I just turn the socket, which in turn turns the bolt. That way I can get into it to tighten it up. Okay, I've got the head on, I've got the 2 coil packs on, and I've got some brand new plugs for it, so we'll just install them. I don't plan on starting this for a couple of days, so I think we'll end the video here. I'll give the head gasket a couple of days to settle in and the copper gasket cement to go off before I start it. So I've just got these plugs in hand tight for the moment, and I'll do them up in a couple of days. I'll just leave put the leads on and leave it at that for the minute. So we've done the water pump. We've decided to replace the head gasket and check the head. It's all been reassembled. All looks pretty good. As I said, I'll leave it to settle for a day or so before I start it, and we'll get back to that maybe tomorrow or the next day. Okay, this is the moment of truth. I'm just going to put the ears on the engine, connect the hose to the ears, and try and start the outboard and see what happens. These are the ears. Okay, I think this fix has been successful. I've replaced the water pump, I've replaced the cylinder head gasket and also the thermostat. Everything seems to be working well. Again, hopefully this video will be helpful to someone else who encounters the same sort of problem. And that's the end of this one, so thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.